What's going on, everybody? This is Sunaak here, welcoming you back to week 2 of the UNPL. I am the coach for the Texas Tyrunts, as always. Today's week, we are bringing you Scrub Supreme, the coach for the Florida Dirge. Has the Mienshao, Empoleon, Goodra, Clefable, Gliscor, and Qianpao. I brought the Galarian Weezing, Jolteon, Noivern, Ursaring, Jirachi, and Meowscarada. I take a little bit here, but I do decide to lead off with my Meowscarada, so let's just go ahead and get into the battle, shall we? Alrighty, kicking off this battle, we got our opponent leading off Gliscor and me with the Meowscarada here. I kind of typically just do this just so we can get some little information here, and you know, never hurts to kind of just get some information with that U-turn here. But he opts for the Protect, which again, I missed Gliscor and Gen 4 battling a lot, so it's kind of nostalgic, and I used to watch all that growing up, so seeing the Toxic Orb, Poison Heal brings back some memories, let me tell you. So we're going to go ahead and U-turn out of here. That was a crit on our end, so we're starting off early with the hacks here. So I kind of debate here and there, but I do really think Dimmadome was one of my answers for this Gliscor just because of the Levitate. I brought Dimmadome as more of a defensive kind of Pokemon too, physical wall sort of a deal to maybe help out with that Qianpao and all that type of stuff too, so it has Strange Stream and stuff too. I think I do opt for the Strange Stream here. Yeah. So it has a chance to confuse. As you'll see, it'll never land here, just saying. But here comes the nemesis of my team, let me tell you. Empoleon is a scary threat this game, and got a huge buff this season, in the new DLC and everything too. So definitely, if you have not played with an Empoleon, please do yourselves a favor. Very confused on who I should bring here, but I do opt for the Jolteon here because I do have it Assault Vested here. Opts for the Flash Cannon, which is a pretty good read on my part here, so do eat it up pretty well. And I'm going to go ahead and just opt for the Terra Blast just in case he wants to switch into that Gliscor. So so I just lock it in immediately, don't play any games, I'm just going for it. But out comes the Goodra, which is still not a bad option for me. So thankfully, this Goodra will come in and take this Ice Terra Blast here. As you'll see, which, again, Goodra is very specially defensive, so gonna eat that fairly well, almost down to half. I opt for it again, going to see if he did want to switch out. I think I do. I think that was a misclick on my end, though, because I remember one of the things for Jolteon was a misclick for me. No, it was right here. This was the misclick. I didn't want to go for the Terra Blast here. I wanted to go for something else. I forgot what I was going to try to go for, but either way, that is unfortunately caffeine down. So, Dimmadome comes out because I think this Dimmadome, owner of the Dimmsdale Dimmadome, can eat up fairly well, or at least as a wall for physically. So I opt for the Strange Stream, but Empoleon comes out and completely, I will say, completely checks my Weezing hardcore. So you'll see why this Empoleon is a big menace this match. So let me tell you. So out comes the Jirachi on my end here. I think I wanted to go ahead and start setting up my rocks here. He does return a crit for a crit, so I do I'm not too upset about that, so does get some unfortunately big chunk of damage off on Empoleon here. I go for the Thunder Wave because of the fact that I think it would be pretty good to slow this thing down. It's already decently slow in terms of like base speed, but unfortunately Gliscor comes out and predicts that very well, so unfortunately nothing's going to get paralyzed here, so kind of a waste of a turn. Get some free lefties for both sides. That Poison Heal, though, pretty good, I will tell you. A lot of healing there. So this one was kind of interesting because I was debating heavily on either Dimmadome coming out, Toothless, I believe, was another option, because I was just worried for like an Ice Fang. So I just decided to risk it. Toothless comes on out, and he goes for a Protect here, so kind of I guess a free switch in for me, but he does get some full heals here, so it's kind of unfortunate. I do go for a U-turn here just to kind of get some more momentum. So he hard switches out to Clefable here, which, if you guys have not seen Scrub's previous week, oh boy, was Clefairy scary. So I did opt for Jirachi here because of I knew I was going to outspeed it here, and the Clefable's more of like a special wall. So decided to go for Iron Head, hoping for flinches here. Serene Grace flinches coming in for the win, so definitely got the first flinch here. Normally don't like to play around hacks too much or depend on them, but it did definitely help out here. As in the previous week, his Clefable loved to set up, so let me tell you. Gliscor comes on out. Iron Head straight to the face here, so get some free lefties on both ends here. I think I go ahead and get my Stealth Rocks up here, if I'm not mistaken, because I was debating. No, actually go for a U-turn here. I'm just trying to predict what I did. I'm trying to remember as I'm going, but I should just shut up and watch. But out comes Dimmadome again, hopefully coming in for a, well, good read for the Toxic. I was expecting more of a ground move, but that is perfect anyway. Again, here comes Big Bad. Oh, Clefable this time, actually. I was going to say Empoleon, but see, I don't even remember what this match did. So, got really lucky here. Got the confusion here, and this is the only time it happened, so spoiler alert. This poor Clefable, man. It wanted to set up so bad, but thankfully, Dimmadome is here to clean up the Clefable, so it does make us 5 each. So, we each got a kill on our side, so... I do kind of opt for a hard switch here because, again, this Empoleon does check me pretty hard. What it will come out and do is up to... It's kind of just up in the air, so I'm not too sure. I knew it had Surf and Flash Cannon, so I go for the Meowscarada here. He does go for the Surf, which thankfully Meowscarada does eat it okay, but still not... damage I want to keep taking. So I do go for the knockoff here. So whatever wanted to come in is going to be taking a Choice Banded, Stabbed Protean knockoff. So there goes the Goodra. So cool. Meowscarada picking up a KO there. So pretty good. We're up by 1, but that does not mean we are winning in the slightest. So just kind of keep that in mind. Here comes the Mienshao, which is one of his Terra Captains. Definitely kept an eye on that. So, unfortunately, got a big bulk up here. But I was going to go for the Strange Stream here, and I think he does go for the Terra here. Forget what Terra typings it has. It definitely has Terra Fighting and Flying, based on this one. I forgot what the third type was, but it opts for the Terra Flying, goes for the Trailblaze, which is pretty good, boosting its speed. Is Life Orb, so that's some pretty good information there, thanks to Dimmadome taking that hit. Fortunately, Mienshao is not the bulkiest Pokemon. It's very frail, very, very definition of a glass cannon. So again, out comes the Empoleon. Take the... You're going to see this play a lot. I'm just telling you. It's going to be the biggest play here. Coming in with the Black Sludge heal. So I go for the Meowscarada here. Maybe he predicted that one pretty well because I think he goes for an Ice Beam here. Yeah, so the Ice Beam comes in and unfortunately knocks out my Meowscarada. So good read on his end. So just a big rips. So we're pretty even in terms of 4v4 here. Finally, I bring out my big bad here, which is Pooh, the Guts Boosted Flame Orbing Ursaring here. I wanted to go for a very offensive Pokemon this time around, so I just wanted to do that. And definitely the close combat into the Gliscor was not a big want, but it did pop off my Flame Orb here. We are kind of... I decided to go for a Facade here, maybe seeing if I can outspeed it, but thankfully my speed investments did come in play, and the Facade completely knocked out the Gliscor here. So that's a big wall out of the way. So huge knockout there. So with me being burned, I am on a timer, so I want to preserve this Ursaring as much as I can. So thankfully there's no rocks on my end right now, so the close combat comes straight into Dimmadome, which eat that up. Which is pretty good here. So I think I just go for a Strange Stream or a Will. Yeah, no, I go for Will-O-Wisp here. He goes for the Hard Switch, and Empoleon comes out. Which here's another unfortunate thing: my accuracy for a lot of these things suck. So if it's not 100%, it's 50%. Is what I've heard. I forgot who said it, but I'm gonna go for the Jirachi switch in here. and hopefully get some pretty good, I think a Thunder Wave is what I was trying to go for this thing, because that Empoleon, I needed something to happen to it immediately, and I thought, you know, Thunder Wave, because it's a special attacker and, you know, might as well slow it down. I missed the Thunder Wave there, so unfortunately took some big chunk of damage thanks to that Surf. The Thunder Wave finally goes off, and this Empoleon is crippled here, so we get to see how it goes, and living on 40 here. Jirachi's basically kind of done its job already. I don't think I got my Stealth Rocks up yet, so I think I just opt for them here. Just might as well get some chip damage since there's going to be a lot of switch-ins. The Surf is going to pick up the KO here, so Empoleon being a menace, let me tell you, it's a scary Pokemon, especially with its recent buffs that it's got, so definitely keep an eye on it. I go for a close combat here. Just because it's already boosted, it's a free switch in for Ursaring here, and anything that wants to come in probably doesn't want to take a Guts boosted Ursaring close combat here. So, but unfortunately it is the Mienshao, which will resist it, but almost picks up the KO. And I go for the switch here because of the fact that I'm on that timer. I need that thing not to take any more damage than it needs to, so I bring out to whatever it is, the Noivern here, and so takes this Terror Blast fairly well. And then down goes the Mienshao thanks to the Life Orb. So thankfully the Life Orb, it's not a kill for us, but it is what it is. The Mienshao, or the Chanpiao comes out, but the Mienshao is down. So the U-turn, I opt for the U-turn here just because I needed just to kind of, I think Noivern has already done his job, but Chanpiao, very, very scary Pokemon. Very, very fast. It's the fastest thing in compared to everyone's team here. So I did bring the Dimmadome for this, so but you're going to be seeing a lot of switching between the Chanpiao and the Empoleon a lot here because it's just trying to see who can one-up. We're very, very close here. And it's a very tight match, let me tell you. I think we're 2-2 here. So I bring out the Ursaring here, hoping that he was probably going to do something. I don't know. I just risk it for the Ursaring here. Thankfully, I'm able to take it pretty well. And I go for a close combat here, which I think, personally, in my opinion, I think he would have won this if he had not switched here and let Chanpiao kind of come in and clean. He has more priority. I didn't. So the Chanpiao had Rocky Helmet here and actually knocked me almost down to like 24 health, I think is what it is after the burn and everything too. So I was freaked out here because Empoleon carries Aqua Jet. So I go for a close combat, fingers crossed, not hoping for an Aqua Jet, but thankfully he did not bring it this week, so that was able to secure us the victory.